Mr. President,
hello.
What great honor. What great honor and pleasure to welcome you back to the Davos community. Just 4 days into your new mandate, we highly appreciate your presence with us today. We wish you all the best as you take on your critical work ahead. The global challenges we face today are monumental. The importance of American leadership and your personal leadership in this regard is fundamental and paramount. We are here to hear your vision and policies related to revitalizing the economy and addressing the global challenges. As you might expect, Mr. President, your return to office and your forthcoming policies have been at the focus of our discussions this week. The discussions among 3,000 political and business leaders from over 130 countries who came together here in Davos. We look forward to hearing first from you and then to the follow-up discussion with business leaders moderated by my colleague Børge Brende. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Well, thank you very much, Klaus, and hello to everyone in beautiful Davos. This has been a truly historic week in the United States. 3 days ago, I took the oath of office, and we began the golden age of America. The recent presidential election was won by millions of votes, and all seven, every one of them, all seven swing states. It was a massive mandate from the American people like hasn't been seen in many years, and some of the political pundits, even some of my so-called enemies, said it was the most consequential election victory in 129 years. That's quite nice. What the world has witnessed in the past 72 hours is nothing less than a revolution of common sense. Our country will soon be stronger, wealthier, and more united than ever before, and the entire planet will be more peaceful and prosperous as a result of this incredible momentum and what we're doing and going to do.
Hello, I'm Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. This is the week of the inauguration of Donald Trump, but it also coincides not just with Martin Luther King's birthday on the same day as the inauguration, but also the meeting of the world's elite at Davos, Switzerland, lorded over by 86-year-old Klaus Schwab, who created this organization. If you don't know what Davos is, don't worry about it. It's not that important in some ways. I mean, it's not doing a lot of good for the rest of us. But it is important because it has aspirations that are quite dangerous. Basically, its premise is that if we got together all of the quote-unquote smart people, those are people who have letters after their name, or they live in the right zip codes, or they're wealthy, or they're professors, or they're key government officials, and we put them all in this beautiful, idyllic place, they can think up utopian dreams that then can be, from the top down, implemented by hoi polloi, the many. And they have actual disgust for elected governments, because you see, elected governments make mistakes in their view. They elect people, and then they do the wrong thing. They have these 19th century borders. They believe in legal-only immigration. They don't believe in redistribution of money. They believe in free market capitalism. They are opposed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And they don't want to put mandates on corporations, ESG, about the environment and social questions and governance questions. They let the market adjudicate, which you can't do. Now, the reason that they're really angry this week is Donald Trump was elected in the United States, and he is a Jacksonian, populist, nationalist who believes that the U.S. Constitution and the creation of this last great hope for Earth is unique and singular, and he trusts it and its Constitution more than he does these Davos international organizations, who, remember, are not elected by anybody. They're appointed. So Donald Trump immediately got out of the International Criminal Court. This was an international body that, if implemented in the case of the United States fully, it would say that a major or colonel in the United States could be prosecuted if he issued an order that they felt was inhumane. He got out of the World Health Organization. That was pretty much a Chinese-dominated world organization that functioned during the COVID crisis, largely with the help of Anthony Fauci and Peter Daszak, to suppress the truth that that virus was created in the Wuhan lab. May or may not have been a biological weapon, may or may not have escaped naturally by mistake. But in any case, Donald Trump poses a threat to the Davos crowd. And more importantly, his threat is amplified because it works. People who have followed the model of Milton Friedman and free market economics in Europe, in Eastern Europe, in Argentina, and the United States are doing very well. When the EU was created, its GDP was almost 25 years ago the same as the United States. And then it started to implement these Davos-like issues and laws and policy. And now it has almost a little more than half the GDP of the United States, and only about 60% of the per capita income. So the people at Davos know that their socialist, globalist model doesn't work, and they know that people don't want to listen to them anymore, because when people adopt these views, their economy slows, they get poor, their borders are overrun, illegal immigrants come and cannot be assimilated or integrated, and the people feel they have less security, prosperity, and freedom. And rather than addressing those concerns, and so having at Davos, why is Donald Trump being elected? Why was Milley? Maybe we can learn from these people because they represent elections and freedom. No, it's Donald Trump. How dare you say this? Milley is wrong. And so they too, as I've said in an earlier broadcast, they have forgotten nothing and learned nothing. And each year Davos becomes more and more irrelevant, and the people who oppose them and put their trust in the people, in the U.S. Constitution, in freedom and individual liberty do better and better. Thank you very much.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.